Hello to you, Nigeria. My name is Aaron John Obizo. But if you're just joining for the first time, so a very big welcome to you. And to all our exclusive subscribers, if not for now, well for day. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notification so that you can be informed when a new episode drops. So in this particular episode, we're talking about something that is a major problem in Nigeria, in the administration of criminal justice in Nigeria. Like, it's a very big problem. Yes, we can't act like we don't know it actually happens. But for every day it keeps coming up, we just keep looking at the way, and actually people just keep finding a way to explain it out. This particular episode is actually inspired by the ongoing saga between popular Nigerian actress Toyin Abraham and popular Nigerian online influencer Big Ayo. So in the course of the whole saga, the story is that Toyin Abraham actually filed a complaint against Big Ayo regarding cyberbullying, and the Nigerian police arrested Big Ayo. But now, in the course of the whole saga and the whole story going around, there was a side story. Another influencer came online, I think yes, I think that should be the name of the influencer, Geoffrey, something like that. He came online saying something about accusing Toyin Abraham of actually arresting his mother while they were looking for him to arrest him on the same cyberbullying allegations and the rest of that. And now, although Toyin Abraham did a rejoinder tweet and all that, there have been several agitations, and these agitations are actually what are inspiring this particular episode. Now, the questions have been going online. Is it actually true that the Nigerian police or the police or other law enforcement actually go ahead to arrest people in place of other persons? Like, you're looking for me, you can't find me, and you're arresting my oga or my mother or my sister. Like, does it actually happen? And if it actually happens, is it actually authorized by law? Is it something that is backed by law? Now, the truth is, sadly, and as regrettably as it may be, there have been cases where, yes, we've had persons arrested in lieu of another person. First of all, in Nigeria, or in law, basically, when a person is arrested in place of another, legally we regard it as an arrest in lieu. Arrest in lieu is saying, okay, in simple terms, it's just arresting B in place of A. Now you're looking for me. Possibly there's an arrest warrant issued out against me, or there's a complaint against me for the particular commission of an offense, and you're looking for me, you can't find me. Then you come to my house, you can't find me, but you find possibly my sister or my mom or my friend or my brother in the house, and you arrest that person with the intention that for the fact that you arrested that person, I'll be forced to come out of ID and actually enter myself in. That's what's referred to as arrest in lieu. Now, sadly and regrettably as it is, there have been cases, one or two cases or several cases to show that yes, it actually happens. It actually happens with our law enforcement agencies, where you find out they arrest one person so that this person can be produced and they can bring this person out. So we are not going to propriety or whether it happened in the case of the allegation by Jeffrey against Abraham. We're not going to whether that really happened. I can't really say that. However, in Nigeria, we know there are cases that actually that happened. Actually, it's when actually they've now arrested that person, that the particular suspect will now come out and like, oh, I better go release my people. They will now arrest him. Yes, there are cases like that. It actually happens. Now, onto the part of whether it is legal or whether there's any constitutional backing. I'll be referring to two very important laws in Nigeria. First of all, the Administration of Criminal Justice Law of Lagos State and the Administration of Criminal Justice Act of Nigeria. Now, these two laws are very important. I will use them as sample laws for actually looking at the propriety or legality of arrest in lieu. In Nigeria, arrest in lieu is actually unconstitutional and it is not backed by any authority or law. It's unlawful. Section 4 of the ACJL, yes, the ACJL provides expressly against arrest in lieu. He prohibits arrest in lieu. The same thing happens to Section 7 of the ACJA. It prohibits, when I say ACJL, I'm talking about Administration of Criminal Justice Law of Lagos State and the Administration of Criminal Justice Act of Nigeria, that's ACJA. Like, these two laws respectively prohibit, and I'm sure the various Administration of Criminal Justice laws of different states and their criminal laws actually prohibit and abhors an arrest in lieu. You can only arrest a person when there is actually either a reasonable suspicion that a person has committed an offense, intends to commit an offense, or is helping or aiding the covering up of a particular offense or the escape of a particular offender. or when there's a formal complaint against that person to the fact that the person has committed a crime or is about to commit a crime or is suspected of being suspected of committing a crime or enabling a crime, that's when you can arrest the person. But the practice of arresting a person with the intention that when you arrest A, B will be forced to come out is actually unconstitutional and unknown to law. Because at that particular time, when you engage in such arrest, you've actually infringed on the right of the other person. There are several rights infringed on. You have the right to dignity of my person. You have the right to liberty. Most times, even the right to freedom of speech. And in some very sad cases, the right to the right to life is actually compromised. So, arrest in lieu in Nigeria is unconstitutional. It's illegal. There's no backing to it. Now, what happens? What's the remedy where a person has been arrested in lieu of another? And the person can establish that I know nothing, I was not involved in any conspiracy with this person, I did not help the person, this particular suspect, evade arrest, or I did not engage, I'm not in any collusion with that particular person. What's the remedy? The remedy is to engage a lawyer and engage a lawyer to file and institute an action for the enforcement of fundamental rights in the court. Yes. Because at that point, there has been an infringement of the person's right. The person can enforce it in court. And trust me, when you can establish that, yes, your rights have been infringed, the court will do justice as it ought to, based on the facts and evidence put before it. So in Nigeria, arrest in lieu is unknown to law. It is not allowed. It is prohibited by the law. It's just so that it's a practice that goes on sometimes. Most times they will justify. If you talk to certain persons, they will try to justify that. Yes, no be him, no be they fine. But if you arrest him, the mama ain't go come out. If you arrest the mama so that he go come out. There are times when you hear statements like this from persons even in law enforcement, and you're sad, you're pained. What about if you arrest the mama and the papa or the brother and sister, and something happens to that particular person in that particular place? How do you account for that? And the crazy part is, the fact that you've arrested a particular person, or the fact that there's a complaint against a particular person, does not necessarily infer or does not necessarily confer guilt on that person. No, it's only a court of competent jurisdiction that can do or pronounce a person guilty. So even when you've arrested a person, that person still have rights. So how much more arresting a person against whom no complaint or no reasonable suspicion exists? At that point, is an infringement of rights. So in Nigeria, arrest in lieu is unknown to law. If you have a case of this, brief a lawyer so that a proper action can be instituted for the enforcement of fundamental rights. I hope you've learned something on this particular episode. My name remains Aaron John Obizoba. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. If you have any questions or you need any clarification, drop it in the comment section so that you can be clarified as it is necessary. Don't forget to stay tuned, and until the next episode, my name remains Aaron John Obizoba. God bless you.